Hey, good morning, traders. I want to go over three trades today. Two day trade, and then I want to talk about probably one of the best trades we had this week, shorting euro pound into what we call, our pie line. Um, so that deals with the pie line concept. But let's just talk about the euro here first off this morning, real quick. I'll go through this quickly. So here's the 30-minute cycle, crossed about 7:30. All right, so that tells us where we are in time. 15-minute cycle. You'd already started to come off the highs. I actually didn't sit down until after this initial move, as far as getting with the team in the live full access room. Um, but we did make some. I did make some covers. That was one of my first actions. So we sold yesterday into this 108 level. Still running a course short, probably from about right around 107 and a half now. But what I sold yesterday, I covered, okay, into the lows around 8 o'clock. And then when we started our day trade, pretty simple concept, but right after ADP, 8:15, boom, initial real money candle, we call that. It's bearish, short. All right, sit through the first pullback. Shorting in here. This is a real money candle, we call this. This is one of our setups I teach in the model. This is a swing line setup, shorting into here, topping tail right at the 8, sold more on what we call the right-hand side of the chart, or the right-hand side of the cycle, right here. These sales are light. These sales are heavy. Stop above the high on what you sell heavy. When we initially start our trade short, the risk is above here, or really right above here at that point. So I would have sold all the way, a bounce all the way back, even up into this area. Sometimes you don't know where it's going to fail. It fails at the 8, fails at the 30, all right? And then we were covering. You had a BCI here. All right, we're adding and reducing on the 1 minute, but covering into the lows. Same concept here. You had a cycle cross on the 5 minute, reshorted the cycle right here. And then boom, we got the follow through, covered the lows. My trade was done right here. Okay, that was the euro. Couple hours of trading, very successful, high level trading. All right, you go with the power right off the bat, boom. There's no second guessing, or there's no doubt, no fear. You just go with what the model teaches. Pound yen, this was another great example of not trying to fight a trade that you were on the wrong side of. So I came in this morning and said, you know what? I was long from here and down here. This was actually the pi line. If you look on the hourly, right down around pi here. So this is a good move off the lows. So I took off some of my long, and then I went ahead and leaned short, day trade. And it's contrarian at this point because the 5 minute and 15-minute trend was still rising. But I was going small contrarian short to see if that cycle was going to roll over, because the 30-minute had crossed down in here. Okay. Uh-oh. You can't see it. I can't write over here for some reason. All right, but you hadn't broken trend, and you can see how we held the 8. Here's the 8 rising. Okay, so what ended up happening right on ADP was we had a quick pop right here, and I stopped out. And then what I should have done is immediately go long, but sometimes I don't like reacting to the numbers just like that. So I was short here, got the pop. This is a real money candle though. So back in the day, or even today, there's a part of you that may want to fight a trade. But knowing that this was a contrarian, already an uptrend, and then knowing that I have a real money candle here, I don't short real money candles. That's just one of my rules. So when I see a real money candle, I go, okay, I know not to go short that. I'm not going to short more. It's still bullish. Okay, what I should have done is flipped and go long. But I was waiting for a pullback, didn't really get it. All right, and then we started adding to our long here. I bought some here. I don't know if you guys can see that. All right, this was pretty overbought at this point. This is where I stopped. Had I flipped and went long, could have bought, came out of some into the highs, rebought, came out of some, rebought, but this was my first entry. So I was pretty late. So I kept it very small, came out of some into the highs, and then started nibbling here, coming out of some, rebuying, and then bought more here when we started to, from here we were making equidistant lows, holding the bands. This is the 1 minute. And then when you started making higher lows, there was a chance we were going to turn the corner, so started buying more here, and then took profit into the high, took profits in all the way up here, and this was our last sale right there, right into the high of the day. So this is how you take a quick stop, and had I flipped and gone long, it would have been even better gains. But this just happens in day trading. It's not always wins, right? I'll have lots of little losses, but I don't have a lot of losing days, because when I'm on the wrong side, I just go with it. This was shaping up to maybe roll over. ADP changed that. This was the real money candle. This was the igniting candle that started the whole thing, and then boom. All right, and then lastly, intermediate term. This was a great trade. We had euro versus the pound, and the reason I say that is because we had just a textbook failure at what we call our pie line up here. So here you can see the cycle is rolling over. I was trading this on the short side successfully the last couple weeks, and then started putting out a short again. And at this point, I had some sales here that were out of the money. But then when I was waiting, and you guys can see too that we actually ended up retracing about halfway of the move. This is a concept I teach my traders. But if you think of this as one bearish wall, about halfway is where the market rallied to. If you draw a halfway line on that, it's pretty much right close to where the market failed. So that's kind of what I was waiting for after I had good covers here. My position was light. You can see I'm short 900,000, short 7, 500, delta's 400 down here. Then I brought my delta back up to short 1 million. Okay, right into what we call pie. Sold a decent chunk there, and then boom, covered all. So was out of the money yesterday. No reason to stop. We're looking to add to our position all around in this area, 86 to 87. All right, and then we got rewarded for it today. Covered some yesterday. We sold pretty much the high of the move. Covered some yesterday, and then covering all into this move this morning. So this is high-level professional trading, guys. This is how we work these trades. So here, this is my active trader room. This is I put all my trades: day trade, swing trade, long-term, any market that I'm trading. And so this was my first move of the morning. I was covering from what we sold at Pi. That's what I'm highlighting to my traders. Right, it was up 3,700 bucks there at that point. Here's pound yen. That's me coming out of my long from a couple days earlier, 2,300 bucks. This is me starting my day trade short. Okay, that's what I'm highlighting there. Aussie yen had another great call there. This has just been a big day. We sold the yen pretty much on the highs of the yen move yesterday. Bought Aussie yen on the low. Bought New Zealand versus the yen a couple days ago. So you can see this is my initial short on pound yen. And then this is us coming out of the Russell, NASDAQ. All right, we were long about that a couple days ago. Here's me covering more on the euro versus the pound, doing that in real time. All right, you guys can see this is a big day. So these are the types of returns and types of signals that we offer. I mean, this whole service is 150 bucks. It's really a joke, quite honestly. It's just all these winning trades. This is me coming out of gold from that we sold yesterday. But here's my stop. Yeah, pound yen. Well, I had already stopped and went the other way at this point. You can see I was buying here, selling out, buying, reshorting. This is the start of the break into the highs. And then this is what I'm signaling. We sold the high of the day coming out of our long. All right, and then here's the euro. Here was that break after ADP. Sold the first rally, covering, reshorted, covered into that nice last flush lower. All right, nice day there. So guys, this is look, if you want to join our team, I mean, my goal of starting this company was to build a network of professional, both independent and institutional traders. Train, coach on the model. This is the same model I've used in the institutional markets for over 10 years, trading literally every day and every night. All right. So anyway, go to jenkinsrm.com. You can sign up to be in our chat room. I have a blog there if you want to check out some of the videos, a little bit about the firm. And then down here at the bottom is just an overview of the model. All right, but these are the best ways to get involved with us right now. We have this real-time alerts product I was just showing. This is an on-demand course, so this is what I like. This is where you're going to get the most value. This is where you join the team. We trade together 24/7. This is where you trade with me live, so I'm teaching in real time. We're going over your trades, what's working, what's not working. You get to see how I think and how we execute and behave in real time. But click here if you want to learn more. There's a fee to pay, but it's basically you're paying for me to teach you the entire model. You get the real-time alerts, okay? So that's almost a $900 value there for 6 months. And then there's a trading room, and again, we're trading pretty much everything 24/7. So this isn't for everybody, but you got to learn to invest in yourself. So I always tell the story. When I wanted to learn to trade Forex, I spent 12 grand, didn't have a coach, just learned some basics, had some videos online, some DVDs, and went through the training. And that was the foundation of how I learned Forex. But I took some of those concepts and moved it into the treasury market, all right, when I worked at a few broker dealers and then ended up running a couple rates desks. And we took all those same early on fundamentals that I learned from my Forex training. We brought that into the fixed income markets, and we literally made millions from the same little concept. So a $12,000 investment turns into millions. And guys, you can start with this program, have me as your coach, be on a team, learn a model that's 1,000 times better than what I paid for when I was learning Forex. Literally for 1/4 of the price, all right? So that to me is a huge value, and is what it is. If you don't want to join the team, but you're just interested in learning, we put together the courses online. Doesn't get you on the team with the 24/7 room, but that's $14.95. You're more than welcome to. You can purchase that there. All right, guys, we got the Fed here in a couple hours, so I'll be back on. Maybe I'll do a video as far as overall a market update, global macro. Kind of make a game plan for a few things. The dollar's starting to hold, and the euro I think is rolling over. So anyway, guys, I hope that helps. Talk to you in a bit.